let's head to Randwick now, where we find Brett Devine from the ATC. Good morning to you, Brett. The sun is shining, but it has been another very wet week here in Sydney. How's that track looking?
Yeah, good morning, Julie and Tim, and good morning to all the punters. Look, the weather belies, I guess, the condition of the track today. You'll be flat out seeing a cloud in the sky behind me. It's a glorious, warm, beautiful late winter's day, but we did have some more rain overnight, about 4 millimetres of quite drizzly rain, which is added to about 80 millimetres for the week. We've had such a wet winter, an extremely wet winter, and the track's a heavy 10 today at the moment, but they're saying it's bordering on a 9 or a 10. So again, those punters out there, get your form guides out and have a look for the mudlarks.
Yeah, a real positive day today, Brett. I know that we can't be bursting at the seams, but general public, we're a bit more relaxed today.
Yeah, look, I don't know if you can see behind me too, but there's plenty of room out here for people to spread out. The important thing is for people that come to the races under the New South Wales Government public health order is to remain in your seats. But there's so many great spots now, especially on a beautiful day like this today, where people can sit outside or inside and enjoy this live racing, start to really get into the hype that is Spring Carnival. We have 16 weeks of group races ahead of us, of course, 63 days to go to that big one, the Everest here at Royal Randwick. But today, some really promising horses in the up-and-coming stakes, and also a horse like Masked Crusader running. So, look, it's a great day to come out to enjoy the racing live and to get out in these times where we need a bit of entertainment and a bit of light relief.
Oh, don't we ever, Brett? Well said. We'll get back to the up-and-coming stakes in just a moment, but talk us through the everything that's in place to make sure everyone is COVID safe and in a good way out there today.
Well, Julie, we ask everybody to pre-register with their tickets so that we know straight away who are all the people coming on course. So that's the very first thing, where you book your ticket or your table, your hospitality for general admission right the way through to corporate hospitality. Look, every patron that comes on course, every participant is temperature tested. We do that on everybody that comes through. We've spent a lot of money on actual state-of-the-art body imaging, thermal imaging cameras. So that's just another layer of protection. And then, of course, there's loads of signage, there's loads of cleaning, there's hand sanitisers, and very much also prescribed areas where jockeys can't mix with the public and trainers are separated, members and everybody. So, look, there's a huge amount of effort and work that goes in from the Australian Turf Club and also Racing New South Wales to follow every conceivable COVID protocol. And then above that, we've also introduced those other measures, as I said, around those cameras. And the message is always, please come out, but please social distance and make sure that you follow those rules, stay in your seats and have a good time.
Brett, I know that I'm a bit different, a bit strange, a bit quirky, whatever word you want to use, but I've likened this to a bit like the Willy Wonka and the golden tickets coming out with Augustus and all those. It is a bit like that, isn't it, with the Everest? Classic Legend and Nature Strip. And yesterday we've got G-Tra. It is part of the magic of the build-up to this race, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, Tim. And look, every year it's already changing. A bit like Willy Wonka, there are no rules. You don't know what's going to come around the next corner, the next bend, do you? But look, this year is a little bit different again. We've had only 3 horses locked in. In previous years, some of the runners up to 8, 9 or runners have been locked in well before. So this adds just another element of intrigue to this race and more to the build-up. I mean, the Australian Turf Club, for instance, in our 3 years in the Everest, one year we picked Brave Smash, he ran 3rd on our own. Then we partnered with Godolphin, we went down a different track, and then he ran a placing our horse 3rd again. And then, as it happened, 3rd again last year when we partnered with the Moonee Valley Race Club. So you can see that the Australian Turf Club slot, at least over 3 years, has changed. And then this year, we've partnered with Bon Ho, and he has that great horse, Classic Legend, who your viewers would have seen last week. One of the longest-serving trainers at Royal Randwick and Les Bridge. How ironic that someone who's been in the game for the best part of 60 years is revitalised, re-energised by a race like this. And Classic Legend could be the one to add to his Melbourne Cup and Golden Slipper.
Well, today, Brett, it's all about the up-and-comers. Who are you liking? Because as we saw last year in the lead-up to the Everest, well, as we saw with the result of the Everest, a 3-year-old, he can do it.
Yeah, there's a couple of cracking 3-year-olds racing today, Jules, in that up-and-coming stakes. North Pacific is the very warm favourite for Hawkes Racing fantastic trainers, and they know every season, every spring, every autumn, they have one or two really, really smart horses. And another horse by the name of Smart Image, unbeaten at the moment. They're the two favourites today. There'll be two horses to watch. They're on a path towards the De Bortley Wines Golden Rose at Rosehill Gardens in a few weeks' time, the first $1 million race of the spring in Sydney. And as you say, with 3-year-olds, who knows? We saw a brilliant win last week by Anders. These colts today as well. They could come back and be an Everest contender, given that there are still 9 slots up for grabs. So really exciting to see those horses here today. And another one quickly, Masked Crusader, also trained by Hawkes Racing. He is a real boom sprinter, and he could absolutely add some X factor to an Everest. So a lot of great stuff on the track today, and also pointers to the future.
All right, well, thank you very much for the Brett Devine X Factor this morning. It was lovely to see you as always. We'll catch up again soon.
Thanks, Julie and Tim. Good luck to all the punters today.